to recognize a citizen of the community of Three Rivers. And this is a person who has done extra, not related to their regular employment, but just extra work around the community. And tonight we're honoring a man, I call him a young man, and knowing, again, he's a little guy like this. And he took it upon himself to clean up our cemetery. The cemetery had weeds, it was overgrown, there were a lot of the old plots which were unmarked. And he has searched those all out and identified them, and is in the process of erecting plaques to locate all of those. So I'd like Gary Whitney to come up here. Gary Whitney is on the and also I'd like the president of the Lions Club, Christine Burns, and she will make her presentation. So here's Gary Whitney.
Would it be better to go over there? Yeah.
I don't know that he'll use them.
The Three Rivers Lions Club recognizes Gary Whitney as an outstanding citizen for the service provided to our community April 7th, 2011.
What do you say?
A few things to say. He's got a few things.
Got his glasses.
I don't know if my knees are shaking because I'm so cold or I'm so scared. I feel like a fly on top of a bug zapper.
Makes the crowd, doesn't he, Donna? It's too amazing.
I really appreciate this. And I want to thank the Lions Club and anybody else that had a part in honoring me. It's there really aren't words to say how I feel. God has truly blessed me with the opportunity to grow up, raise a family, and live in such a wonderful, wonderful place. And my entire life up here, and I've been here 45, 46 years. I don't know, but this has always been the most generous community that anyone can imagine. And you know, Tennessee is the volunteer state. I think Three Rivers is the volunteer town. And, you know, as I get older, I may forget where I left my car keys, but I won't forget Bobby Harris when I was in the 3rd grade, running across the campus to literally take the sweater off of her son and put it on me so that my school picture wouldn't have a milk stain on my shirt.
I remember that.
And you know, I won't forget Pat O'Connell. We used to have Boy Scouts in the building over there, and it never failed. Just before Boy Scouts went in, you could hear Pat's tow truck drive up, and he always had a case of sodas. And this was generally after Pat had worked a 16, 20-hour day, maybe a 36-hour day. But Pat was always there for the kids of this community. Dick Owery and Bud Hauser volunteering to take a bunch of teenage boys that the rest of the men's league didn't want for softball and turning them into one team. Those are the kind of people you don't forget, and the Lions Club and the Women's Club have been the pulse of this community for as long as I can remember. And just fabulous people, and you know, what can you say about what they've done for this community? Point of interest, Christine just handed me this award. My first Lions Club award was handed to me by her father in 1974. While he was president of the Lions Club. I don't know if you remember that, man. But, you know, I would also like to recognize my wife, Tanya. She puts up with the lawn not being mowed and the window not being fixed and the door not being fixed because her husband's off doing things in other places. Thank you. Also, you know, what I've done, I couldn't do by myself by any means, and there's just some very generous people in Three Rivers that have donated funds to help me with my project. The grade markers are over $50 a piece. Plaques are very expensive, and just gotten great support from the Lions Club, the Women's Club, other community organizations, Three Rivers Community Services District, the Garden Club, and some private benefactors that don't want their names mentioned. They're just giving me funds. And we've had an enormous amount of volunteer help. Every time I plan something up there, a whole other group of people shows up and pitches in and helps. But growing up here, you know, it didn't matter whether I was lighting firecrackers in the park, starting fires. Sorry about that, National Park Service.
I remember that.
Or if whatever I wanted to do, every time I came up with an idea, there was one person that ever since I was a little kid would say, "Okay, I'll help." And that person has been there every time I've done anything in town, and they do far more above and beyond what I do in town. And as far as being a volunteer, this person is definitely my idol, and that's Gene Castro.
Yeah.
You go through life and you make some wonderful friends and know some wonderful people. And I've just been really blessed to have him as a friend for all these years. And so thank you, Gene. I kind of want to hear some more jazz. But one last thing, on Memorial Day, May 30th, where Three Rivers gave Three Rivers Sons during World War II, and we've never really honored their service. And this Memorial Day, we're placing a plaque on the flagpole at the Three Rivers Cemetery to, in essence, bring them home. And so anybody that's here May 30th, 10 a.m., love to see you out there. It's going to be a great day. Their stories are going to be coming up in the paper here at the beginning of May, so everybody will get a chance to get familiar with them. And it would just be great to finally honor these men and give them their due and their respect for the community. Thank you very much.
You got it?
I think you're the Three Rivers historian there. If you want to hear some stories about this place in the last 46 years, talk to him. I think he knows a lot of them that he won't even repeat to you. Heck, I know some of those. We're going to play a little Jelly Roll Morton. This is